Hey everybody, and welcome to AJS News. We got a whole week of news to round up, but first,
word from our sponsors.
Oh, hey guys. Thank you so much for purchasing the YouTube OnlyFans. Like what you see? As a token of our appreciation, we too wanted to give back to the community. Oh yeah, this batch is ready. We're gonna be rich!
Guys, we don't need to do this anymore. We just got approved for the YouTube join button.
What the hell? What are we gonna do with all this?
Oh, I don't know. Put it away.
Unless you guys still want it.
Oh, God. Not that one again. Oh. Okay, we need to make a new one, guys.
Right, we'll make a new one
Let's
this
make
week.
a new one.
We definitely do.
Please support us.
Sorry.
Support other Joe's Badwater. Support Alex's collecting all of it. By contributing to directly supporting the show, either the YouTube join button or the Patreon. It helps us out. We bring in several new shows to you this year, continuing angry reviews, of course, and it helps in everything that we do, including this new show. Definitely consider it. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and let's jump right into the news.
Well, first story I was excited about, and then I was disappointed, and then I was excited again.
Oh, if you'll notice, Alex has joined us in being a Hispanic.
Yeah.
He is no longer
actually
ghostly
has color.
white.
Yeah.
If Joe has
No.
done his job, that's me this time.
Yeah.
I'm messing with some color balancing.
Yeah.
But you could have took care of it in post, Joe. Could have took care
He
of
does
it.
it on purpose
tried.
because I make him get naked
But
for the camera.
I
and so
found
he
out
gets
how to
real
make
mad.
you into a ghost now.
Oh yeah, I can be a force ghost. But
I could have told you how. Okay, let's go.
all right, into the news. So I was excited and then disappointed. So I'm gonna start from the beginning, and then we're gonna undo this story undo it like an. So originally,
You gonna unwrap the story?
CD Projekt Red was gonna go to the Taipei game show that was coming up, and they were going to show us a bunch of new stuff from the game. It was going to
that'd
be
be
some
sweet.
trailers and
Yeah.
some gameplay. So I was very excited.
Cyberpunk.
Going to see more stuff from Cyberpunk. But then now the game show is canceled and postponed indefinitely because of the coronavirus. Originally, they were going to
Nobody
try
wants
to force everyone to wear masks and do temperature readings. And it's just like, no, it's just not worth it.
That's too much.
It's not get everybody really, really sick and then have them fly back to their countries and spread it everywhere else. So it's postponed. So I thought we weren't going to get any of the
Damn.
footage.
Yeah.
But instead, CD Projekt Red did put out a video for Chinese New Year. It's a Chinese language video, and they talk a little bit about the game. They show a little bit of the footage. I think that if I had been waiting for the show to see this, I may have been a little disappointed because I wanted more stuff. But the game is coming later this year, so we don't have too much longer to wait.
Okay. We just thought there might be a juicy bit of new Cyberpunk footage for you.
Yeah.
Turned out to not be the case, but game's coming out soon.
We did get some updates on the game itself. In a brief interview, one of the developers was talking about the side quests and the world and how they filled everything out. So they said that as of now, there's about 75 side quests. They call them street stories, completely unrelated to the main story. It's a way to build the world and get some more experience and customize your character and do all that stuff. So that's exciting. And said rather than like The Witcher, where there was really only like one or two people working on some of the side quests, they've got a full team making this. They want to make sure the game is flushed out, has got multiple layers, is something they said. And so that's something that's really exciting because we played some games recently where they kind of put in side quests, but then they weren't really all that fleshed out. So that's good news. I was excited to hear
And
that.
slightly relevant because, the conventions over there with the coronavirus are getting canceled, and I think that's a good idea until they get that contained. It's getting a little worrying.
Yes.
Cases are pretty high. I think it's even
Don't
worse
go
than
anywhere.
SARS at this point in terms of how big
Yeah.
the epidemic
Stay
is. Several
inside.
epicenters of the well, thankfully, it doesn't seem to be very lethal.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are dying, and people are hopefully starting to recover. So we'll see if those people can get it under control.
The next one was a continuation of the breaking news that we had last week. Blizzard, who is now dead to all of us. We have some updates on the Warcraft 3 Reforged story. And so, if you're not familiar,
Worst game of all time.
Yeah.
Worst rated game, and honestly deserved.
Good.
Because if you're going to promote one game and you show a completely different game, this is an Aliens Colonial Marines situation, Joe.
Yeah.
No
In
Man's
fact,
Sky.
worse than that, in my opinion, no updated UI, no updated cutscenes, no reworked story, no, bug improvements, and slashing and destroying the original. And if you were working on something, fuck you. And then also, if you were working on something and you lost your work, redo it, and then redo it, and we own it.
Yep.
Just
Mine.
ridiculous.
Mine.
They deserve it. And, usually I'm not in support of what's called review bombing, but this isn't review bombing, in my opinion. This is legitimately fuck you guys.
it's a protest. It's a way to protest.
Okay, so it kind of is a review bomb, but at the same time, it's a deserved review bomb because, it basically delivered on none of the features that were promised. And they kept the news very mum about it. I think they did say a few things here and there, but it was so swept under the rug and quiet. And it doesn't even live up to the walked back objective for the game.
Yeah, and if you're looking for a brief rundown of what actually happened, what we did is we sent OJ out to interview a Blizzard executive, and we will show a clip of that interview here.
What?
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea. Eso, había subido la marea y encontré una paella. Y la encontré porque estaba la paellera agarrada, metida entre las piedras de Chipiona, del faro.
All right.
Oh, my God. Okay, so I had to cut that short, but you should go check it out because it shows the whole,
The breakdown.
debacle. And that one always makes me laugh.
It's
I
so
love
funny,
that.
yeah. It's a very infectious laugh. Well, we actually did actually.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was trying to do it, but his is way better.
His is good. Well, Blizzard was really getting people were really pissed, and they were actually talking about class action suits, about the refund policy, saying like, look, you put out a broken game, I need to get my money back. And Blizzard's official stance, well, they didn't put anything out, but they just were declining all the refunds. Well, as of yesterday or the day before, it looks like refunds are automatic. All you have to do is claim technical issues, submit everything to Blizzard, and you get your money back. So at least someone at Blizzard knows that it's not worth the money, and then if you want your money back, then you should be able to get it. So, I mean, if there is
this is one thing, that, I'm not giving them praise over because
it should have been there.
This needs to be here anyway.
Yeah.
I refuse to pay money for that, and I'm not playing it. And in fact, I don't really even want to, I'm not going to pre-order Diablo 4. I was considering it. No. Several fans of Blizzard have pointed out in my last video, breaking news, it was like, you don't think they'll do this to WoW or Diablo, would you? They're already doing it to WoW. The WoW is a mess right now in updates and things like that. So that community is experiencing some fucked up shit, including a community manager who's really fucking good at his job. Guess what? He was let go, fired in that bunch of firings, and then his job reposted a year later with more responsibilities.
Yeah, because they realized that,
he could have done that. He could have at least give the guy a chance. He probably would have done more responsibilities to keep his fucking job. But no, you just want to cut him out. The guy who's been a key member between the online forums and getting feedback from the forums, and that's a hard fucking job. And then filtering it and getting it correctly to the developers over there for WoW. And they're like, no, fuck him.
Get your shit together, man.
And let's find another one and start it all over again. And you've already seen what that's resulted in. This is one of the worst updates they put out recently in WoW. So Blizzard is confirmed to be a shell of their former selves. All the blowharding that they did at BlizzCon and apologizing. Did you guys see how I intercut it in the breaking news? It was just absolutely perfect. Complete bullshit, PR speak.
Yep.
And blowing smoke up everybody's asses. And the worst part about this fucking debacle is Blizzard has stayed silent. And what did they say in their apology?
Well, we'll be better.
No, we waited too long to respond, and you're doing it again. You guys are fucking frauds.
Yeah. They like to do releases at 5 p.m. on Friday, though. That's the magic PR hour where you want – and they did it before. They did it with Blitzchung before. Friday at 5 p.m. is just about the right time where people have left the office. They're not going to catch the news, but they get to go, no, we did apologize. It was at the time that no one can read it or the fewest people can read it.
Officially made a statement on Warcraft 3?
No, not as of right now, there's nothing.
Yeah. I mean, internally, quite clearly, they've done something, you fucking cowards, that they're refunding because we've got refunds now.
Yes.
But, you know, that's not something that they've mentioned to anybody. So, nice. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Well, we got some good-ish news from id, and saying that Doom Eternal is to confirm to have absolutely zero microtransactions, no XP locks, and no cosmetics. So in a brief interview, the direct quote is, no store, nothing you can unlock in Eternal with XP, has anything to do with player abilities or context. Well,
damn, I might have been willing to pay. I'll tell you what, I will buy an expansion if they put out the expansion. I'll get that shit.
The only thing you can unlock with XP is cosmetics. So these cosmetics have no impact on how you play. They just look cool. Eternal's a $60 game, not free-to-play game or mobile game. We're giving you a complete experience with no store, just like you'd expect. Unlocking skins with XP is part of the experience if you care about that stuff, or you can completely ignore it. And it's all, and then everything else is just, everything in your experience is all free. So this is great news. And people,
no microtransactions.
You don't get
no microtransactions.
I'm sorry because I just don't really believe, but that's the.
Well, they're only publishing the game, right?
I
so
know.
they weren't the developers here.
Yes.
So if
they would be the ones to try to put that stuff.
And
in.
if they got saying look, it's our IP, it's ours, no microtransactions. So I'm glad that they did that. So
good news.
So that
excellent.
Thank
you very much, ID. You've secured a pre-order. In fact, I'm pre-order that shit.
Yeah, May 20th. I think it's coming up.
It's safe to pre-order. This is Angry Joe Show safe to pre-order. Alex, can you confirm you've got all the information in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we can't guarantee the quality of the game. Wait for our review if you're concerned on that. But, hey, man, these guys got a good track record. The last Doom was great. So,
yes.
Yeah. I like to support the ones that are doing it right. And, you know, so that's one that seems to be doing it right, even though they're published by the wrong publisher.
Wrong company. Well, you're talking about the wrong publishers. You want some bad news?
No.
Yeah, well, too bad. It's coming anyway. So EA just posted their fourth quarter earnings, and they made $993 million just in this last quarter from microtransactions. So if you thought those were going anywhere, they are definitely here to stay.
$1 billion?
Well, just shy.
$100 billion.
Gentlemen, silence.
They need to ramp it up.
Yeah.
That's what they needed.
What?
No.
Joe, you don't talk like that. I like this shirt. I really like this shirt, Joe.
Another rip
That's
shirt.
what Q&A was asking. How many shirts has Angry Joe messed up from other Joe? And I like this shirt, so I apologize. No, man, $1 billion, Joe, and you want them to do more?
No.
Quite clearly, he's
obviously
joking.
He's joking. Yeah, that's what they're going to strive
It took
for,
them like
obviously.
a year to get to that point. Now we're getting to that point in 3 months.
Do you want to know how much they made all of last year?
No. Yes.
$2.835 billion just from live services.
Okay, so and you're telling me the live service is now $1 billion in less than a quarter.
In a quarter, yep.
What is driving it? It's got to be FIFA.
Madden, FIFA, all the live team garbage.
All that live service shit, but it couldn't be Anthem.
No, that's
dead.
No.
I thought it would go down a little bit because of the colossal fuck up that they had with Anthem, but nobody was buying it anyway. So I guess the revenue is just rising from those, and as EA turns those dials and basically ignores the rest of the Madden game and the rest of the FIFA game in favor of those ultimate teams, they are being rewarded. They are being rewarded, and that has a lot to do with sports gamers. You guys are rewarding them. You're hurting, I think, gaming because it's encouraging EA. When they make that much money, they'll go back on a lot of these promises. Guarantee you the next Fallen Order Guess what's gonna be in that shit?
Microtransactions.
Well, the second part of the story
Yeah,
actually is
deal.
the success of Fallen Order. Now, EA only expected Fallen Order to sell anywhere from 6 to 8 million copies, but they've sold over 10 million so far.
Yeah.
So remember, they were like,
Gee, I wonder fucking why.
Remember, single-player games are dead.
I know. They didn't know what they said.
Yeah.
They said single players are dead. Oh, they don't make much money. And what happens? They made fucking money. And we went out there, and I was telling my friends about the game. I was like, you know what? It's pretty good. Go out and get it. We need to show EA that this is the kind of stuff that we like. And us as gamers made a statement. We like this kind of stuff, right? And I know I just led into the story with guess what's going to happen. They're going to fucking put that shit into Fallen Order.
Yeah, why not?
But if they do that, don't do that, EA, because if you
Don't.
do that, we're going to fucking rally together. We're going to get a boycott going. We're going to, not buy the
Fight
fucking
you.
game, not pre-order the game. Joe will personally fight you.
Yes.
On the side of the street.
It's true. I'll be waiting in the parking lot.
So keep that shit out. If you want to see more revenue, then make games like that. But this is good fucking news for EA on this episode, right? EA's making more money off their microtransactions, a ton more money. EA's making more money off of giving us what we wanted, the single-player games. I just do not want these two to mix. Okay, you want to ruin sports gamers? You want to ruin our NFL and our FIFA? Fine. We've already fucking
Take
lost
it.
that because I can't rally those gamers. They buy those fucking things time after time
Every
after
year.
time, every fucking year. And the only way those gamers are going to mobilize is if when we go to this new console generation, because every console generation you're supposed to get a bump in features and graphics and everything. And
You're supposed to?
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
that's what started the Angry Joe show, guys, when we went to the next generation from Xbox to Xbox 360, and they bumped a lot of features off, and it was garbage, and it was terrible. And I know when you're developing for a new console, it takes a little more time, so then that's why these things shouldn't be yearly releases, or that's why these things should be given more time to develop or have multiple teams working so that you're actually working on the game for 2 years before yours comes out. And if you need a year or two break, do it. Because I swear to fucking God, if 4 fucking faces is in Madden 20 whatever for Xbox Series X or PS5, you are going to fucking hear from me. It's gonna be a fucking. You're gonna feel it on the Richter scale.
Sure.
From Austin, Texas, you're gonna fucking feel it wherever Tiburon is. I'm probably blowing out the fucking mic right now. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm serious. Like, I swear to God, Joe, if the same fucking 4
I
faces
guarantee you it is gonna
after
be
all
there.
those
I
billions of
guarantee.
dollars that they're making here and there, you guarantee.
It's working for them. Why are they gonna fix
Yeah,
it?
why change anything?
Exactly.
I will make the most epic fucking video ever.
Flip this fucking table.
Andrew Joe gets so mad he dies.
No, seriously. Don't do it, EA. I'm warning you now because I'm watching.
They're like, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, what
what is he
No,
gonna do?
no, I'm not gonna do anything to them. I'm gonna mobilize. I'm gonna make the most fucking epic video that you won't be able to see. We have to rally the Reddit. Well, just like they did when Star Wars Battlefront 2. We need a similar situation to that situation for sports games. And I hope that you fuck it up, EA, because I want something like that to happen. But no, they're probably going to give them just enough to string them along into the next one. Sorry.
Brand new. It's like, no,
I'm not
it's
apologizing. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's do it live.
All right. Well, into news about Google Stadia, people were actually mobilized and angry, just like you were saying on Reddit. People were super upset because Stadia went for a long time.
Where's our stadium?
40 days. Stadia has officially gone 40 days without a new game announcement or release, feature updates, or real community updates, and people were pissed. And so people are like, look, we paid a bunch of money for this thing. There are because remember, some of the Stadia Pro, you got 3 months. Well, that cancellation time is coming up real quick, and so they need to do something. So Stadia announced that 120 games are coming out. They're like, great, which ones? And no one said anything. So Stadia finally
They're
got
coming. Just wait.
what they've officially
Learn
said is
more.
we understand the desire to hear more specifics on games. The company told us. After all, that's what this is about. The games, of course. Not all 120 titles will be announced by Stadia, as we leave it up to the publishers to make the announcement. So they're just leaving everything up to the publishers. You know, people who are real excited to have their game released on Stadia.
Do we launched on Stadia?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you for being the first to gather. That's $130. Thank you.
Yes.
We're probably going to try this out later this week, guys.
Yeah, we're going to try to stream Stadia for, at least 10 minutes just to see if we can,
If it works.
what
That
the
doesn't seem like a good idea or a fair idea, because you're streaming to get the game to not lag, and then you're also streaming at the same time using the internet to upload and download and trying to stream.
Well, we can record it.
We can record it offline if you wanted to test the performance, but it might be interesting to stream too to see how that
see how everything works.
We're going to test everything.
Yeah, so everywhere in its New Year's update.
Well, you guys, for the adventures, I was thinking that you'd take, indie games and things like that for a review. I was hoping that maybe we could review it, because you said that the cancellation date is coming up.
Coming up pretty
first
quick.
3 months, basically. Yes. And review it at that point where it's like, is it worth re-upping?
Yeah.
It might be worth putting out a review then. So
yeah, the Founders Edition.
let's work on something, guys.
So the renewal date for the Founders Edition is approaching. We'll have to see this next month. Guilt and Metro Exodus get added to the Stadia Pro collection, so you just get it for having Stadia Pro. So they're adding some of the existing games on there. We just don't know any of the new games that are being added. So they're under pressure to add something, because right now it doesn't have any of the 4K like they said they would. It doesn't have any of the features like they said they would. And they're promising games, so we just don't know what the hell that they're adding. So it could just be,
It's not up to us.
Yeah, So, we'll see. We'll try to get out something to let you know.
Dead on arrival. And, are they already pulling out of Stadia? They're announcing deals with Activision and all these other companies, Ubisoft and stuff, and we're not really hearing much about.
Exclusive.
Oh, yeah, we'll support Stadia, because the company's like, I don't want to fucking support that thing. Are you kidding me? I got to put in work and effort to actually convert those games so that they work on the Stadia, and I'm going to, make $120 off it? 2 copies. We're going to sell 2 copies. No, nobody wants to do that. So, I mean, it'll be curious to see if we, put out a video for this first 3 months, or after the first 3 months, and then a year from now, and see how Stadia has progressed and whether Google has abandoned it. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to abandon it at some place.
Stadia is probably just like the moped of gaming, where everyone's like ashamed to be seen with it. And they're like, no, don't tell anyone we're giving you exclusives. Like, come on, Stadia, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. So, all right. Well, that's all we got this week for AJS News. Make sure you check in next week. We're gonna have a new video, a new sponsor a new sponsor video to show you.
Okay.
Good.
Because I don't know if we need to see too much more of Joe naked.
I see it every day. I don't need.
All right, guys. Subscribe, hit the like button, do whatever you can to support the show. Appreciate you guys, and much more to come. See you on the next one.
Bye guys.